name is Luke Sheldon, and today I will be doing a sprint review and going over all of the JIRA tasks that were assigned to me for the sprint that we just completed. So here I've got Perforce pulled up so that you can see that we're all using the same build, all the same change list, which is 1027194. And that was updated as of January 13th at 3:39 p.m. So we're all using that same build. So let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, so here we've got all of the JIRA tasks that I was assigned for this sprint. So we'll just start going through them from here. So as the player, I want the world I inhabit to be full of unique places to explore. We want the level free of any areas that feel empty or lifeless, and we want unique points of interest to exist within each level. So one of the points of feedback that we got was some of the levels just felt too empty and big for no reason. So this month I really focused on kind of scaling back and making sure that everything felt meaningful and like it had a place and it wasn't just off in the middle of nowhere for no reason. Alright, now we have the build pulled up. I am going to go ahead and demonstrate some of the improvements that were made just rather quickly here into Thieves' Hideout. So we can see kind of some cool unique areas in here. We added in some cool aesthetics, some new lighting. I'm just going to run by these guys here because, well, there you can see we've got that red splash there is going to be a JIRA task that we cover momentarily, so I'll just go ahead and address that now. That's one of the new additions that were made this month. So responsive HUD when the player takes damage. I'll go ahead and swap over to that task now just so we can take a look and see exactly how much time was logged for that specific task. So the red border does appear around the edge of the screen when damage is taken. I originally estimated that this was going to take me about 6 hours. It ended up taking a bit less time than that. It was about 4 hours. There's still a bug or two here or there, but there were other pressing issues that needed to be addressed first. So I figured, hey, we've got the splash, and I'll save the bug for next sprint. But at least I knew it was working, so it was awesome that we got that done a bit sooner than expected. So we're going to go ahead and run past these guys too. Find the key here. That points us in the direction that we need to head next. So now we need to proceed through the sewer and find our way through the next gate. So there, now that we have the key, we can open the gate. Visual bug there, the grappling hook doesn't disappear when the player picks it up, unfortunately. But if we hadn't picked it up there, we wouldn't be able to use it in this room. Definitely need to proceed. See, that confirms that we can use it. Now we need to get to location where we're able to use it successfully. Little jumping puzzle right here, and as the player progresses along, they can make their way over here and open the final gate. So really happy with how this turned out and shaped up this month. Now we reach a bug that unfortunately has stumped me thus far. So our grappling hook is not attaching to the socket correctly. As you saw in the video already, when I grappled to the grappling point on the ceiling, instead of the rope being in the player's hand, it is currently attaching somewhere near their feet. And then when they detach the rope, it doesn't look like it's attached to their hand at all. It looks like it's attached to their back. I tried changing the socket name. I tried completely removing the socket name and changing it out completely, but so far I have not been able to get it to attach to the hand the way that I want it to, but the functionality was good. So this is a bug that, again, I was forced to move into the next sprint. One of the other tasks that was assigned to me this month was to improve Redwood Mire. During early playtests, we found that the level was just too large. It needed to be scaled back, and there just wasn't enough guidance to really let the player know where they needed to go, and they needed to be rewarded a bit more for actually checking out the level. So swapping over. All right, so we select Redwood Mire. Now we have a clear quest telling us to find the grappling hook. It shows us the direction that we need to head with that quest camera, making it very clear to the player which direction they need to go. And we also have these breadcrumbs here, these stones still in place. Feedback was that they really enjoyed having those breadcrumbs there to guide the way. I also even added in a few more. You can see the path guides the player right this way. And as well, hidden throughout the level, we do have little piles of gold for them to collect so that they could buy more potions from the NPC that we added in as well. We also really reduced the size. It used to take about a minute and a half to get to Redwood Mire. Now you can see it only takes about 20 seconds, 30 seconds, so players don't feel like their time is being wasted. Alright, this task, as a player I want a smooth transition when moving from one area to another, and the main completion criteria for this task was to make sure that the grappling hook was being used in accordance with other mechanics, in order to show a mastery of the items. So let's go ahead and hop over into the project and take a look at that. Alright, so back into the project, we're going to hop into the caves, which is Jessica's level. We've worked a little bit in tandem, making sure that both the lighting of these pedestals and the grappling hook mechanic were used to show a mastery of both. So I'm going to skip forward in the level a little bit just to showcase that. Alright, once the player has progressed far enough in the level, they will eventually reach a point where they are instructed to pick up the grappling hook again. Once they do, they are able to see the grappling points and swing, just like they learned in Redwood Mire. So yep, gonna keep progressing through here. As we can see, each one is getting a little bit more difficult. Up these stairs, and across, oops, the final gap. Oops, didn't quite make it, let's swing back. Detach and try that swing again. There we go. Like I said, getting more difficult every time. Player masters it, and then they reach the top. And then one final task that I knocked out during this sprint was to disable the VR input within the project settings. So that took me almost no time at all. Quick video, found out where the setting was that I needed to disable, and saved us all a big headache that had been popping up for months. So it was good to have that issue taken care of.